So I wanted to create a video discussing mental health and my journey with it and the things that I've learned and things that I can share with people who don't have the same access to mental health services like I do. Basically, my journey started 3.5 years ago or so. I went to therapy because I noticed I was having some emotional dysregulation and I wanted to find out why I was having inner turmoil and I was feeling not myself. Speaking to a therapist or a counselor, doing talk therapy, kind of learned that I took on a rescuer and victim role a lot in my life, and I did a lot of people pleasing, and I didn't really have any boundaries established. And that was just the tip of the iceberg. I didn't really know what I was doing in therapy at first. Talking to someone is kind of strange and foreign, but luckily my therapist and I have gotten along really well, and I feel like she's been a good fit for me over the last few years. And talking to the same person regularly helps because they get to know you and they can observe your thought patterns and kind of help you connect the dots. With that being said, how have I made progress since I started? I am nowhere near the same person that I was back then, and I attribute that to staying committed to not making the same mistake twice. So I do this at work. If I ever ask a question or if I ever learn about something, I try and write it down so that I don't do it again, so that I don't experience the negative consequences again, that sort of thing. I learned how to say no. I learned how to stop rescuing people. I learned how to stand up for myself. I learned how to show up for myself. I learned how to reparent. I learned about positive affirmations. I learned about rewiring the brain after it's been through some trauma. I learned about deep breathing, becoming aware. I think becoming aware was the biggest breakthrough that I had. Most people are living kind of like a zombie state, but really just people are unaware. They're living their unconscious lives, doing what they do because that's all they know. And it may be normal for them, but that doesn't mean it's healthy. There's a difference. So a lot of the things that I was doing, and sometimes still do, were unhealthy. And therapy has taught me what is healthy and how I can observe my unhealthy patterns and dysfunction, or unhealthy dynamics even, and how to properly navigate to become more healthy. So therapy it's not a cure-all. It doesn't change things overnight. It takes a lot of commitment and work on your part. You as an individual, you have to stay committed and learn more and be dedicated and devoted to doing the best thing and kind of staying in alignment with your authentic higher self, your higher being, and just trying to be your best. And that's really it. Just ultimately trying to do your best all the time. Because we're human. Things are messy. Life's messy. Relationships are messy. People are messy. Everyone has experienced dysfunction and unhealthy behaviors in their life. Like, there's no getting around it. And there's no reason to feel shame for that. That's another thing that I learned. Shame and guilt. They're really common. And it's okay that you feel that way. It's okay to feel those things. But you don't have to. That's not yours to carry. So going to therapy has made me realize a lot of things. For example, feelings are meant to be felt, and it's okay to have feelings. Who knew? So that was one healthy change that I made, was acknowledging that I had feelings and letting myself feel them instead of suffocating them and suppressing them, pushing them down and rejecting them, pretending like they'll go away. Usually when that happens, that invites pain in, and that allows pain to sit, and that doesn't do anyone any good. So working to be better takes a lot of courage and dedication. It's fighting to stay aware and ultimately just doing your best and knowing that you're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. Learning that being compassionate and understanding is really important. Knowing your worth is very important, and learning about the reasons why people do the things that they do, or that they say the things that they say, the reasons behind the behavior. And it really all comes down to everyone's childhood. Really, everyone, every single person can reenact things that trigger them from childhood trauma. And if you think about it, a lot of adults that have not done the work to heal are still little boys and girls inside their adult bodies who are just doing the best that they can with the knowledge that they have to just survive. So I hope that my journey and my path of healing, my growth over the last couple of years will inspire other people to become aware to their own journey and start their own path of healing. It's very rewarding and it will make you feel better. And really, who wants to keep suffering? I don't know why I chose to keep suffering for so long. I just didn't know. So my goal is to make more people aware that you have the choice to stop suffering and you have the choice to change your life and change your behaviors, change your thoughts, change your actions, and become happy with yourself and live authentically and speak your truth and be heard and be seen. So I hope to make other videos talking about more of these other things, boundaries, reparenting, complex PTSD is a huge one, unhealthy dynamics, trauma bonding, all these different things that contribute to why people do the things that they do, why we live the way that we live, and why awareness is so important. So I hope that your takeaway today is just to become aware. Become aware of your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, and figure out what dysfunction you have going on in your life and where you can limit your suffering or where you can ultimately change something in your life to help you live happier, to help lift the shame and the guilt that you might feel. Or maybe all you can take away is that you have feelings and you can feel them. Give yourself permission to feel those feelings. Whatever it is, I hope this video helped you in some way. Like I said, I hope to make more videos very soon. Thank you very much for watching.